Dan, would you like to make a little introduction on the video on how nutritious is your carrot?
Yes. I don't know anything about nutritional carrots or not nutritional carrots, but I do know how to get on Zoom and on YouTube. I like to consider Northside AARP Community Group as a kind of a soul, not the kind of soul on the foot, but a self-organized learning environment. None of us come here with all the answers, not even Fran or Dr. Bill, maybe David though. And we can all learn from each other, especially people who have spent their whole life feeding families and stuff like this. So I don't claim any special expertise in this area, but there is a guy called Michael Pollan. He's written a number of books. One of the most famous is The Omnivore's Delight. And he's going to talk to us today on, this is just a short part of an hour video, which we'll connect to in the notes when we send them out, but on nutrition. So if there's no questions, we'll start.
Hi, I just want to thank you guys for having this conversation today. It's like,
Oh, thank you.
bringing awareness to this.
Thank you very much.
It's like, you know, that's like a huge part of this. And my wife and I, we have a booth here, but this is like our passion is sharing this stuff that you guys are quick. I could sit here and talk to you all weekend about this stuff, but I wanted to ask, going back to ultra processed foods, I like to just share this with people. You said you have the ultra processed food that are made with the same ingredients, but they have all this other stuff added to it. And then you have those same ingredients that's nothing's touched in it. But we still lack nutrition in our food, and how important it is that we get back to, I love everything I've learned about regenerative agriculture, working on the soil health, the planet health, human health, they're all tied together. And I'd like to know your thoughts on, you know, we go into a grocery store and we can look at all the produce that's in there. I'm told with all the research and studying that I do on this, that if you took, I'll just use a carrot, for example, you buy a 1 pound bag of carrots, unprocessed in 1970, you need like 5 bags to equal that. So
It's true.
that's the
true.
important. And what does it all come back to?
Soil.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to get your thoughts on.
Did you know that the FDA used to do region by region nutrient analysis of different foods, like carrots? And they
Back when it only went so far, it didn't go very far.
right.
And
That's
so
right.
they could actually break it into regions and
Yeah.
test it.
And so they would compare a carrot grown in Michigan to a carrot grown in Florida. Turned out, Florida soil, very sandy, low nutrients. Michigan carrots, lots of nutrients. Well, the Florida farmers were really pissed off. And guess what? They stopped asking that question.
Oh.
They do not do that testing anymore. If we tested all foods for nutrient density, I am quite sure we would find that the quality of the soil is the biggest factor. I mean, genetics play some role, without question. But we know healthy soil produces healthy food and nutrient-dense food, and we don't pay enough attention to it. But it is true that you have to, our soils are so diminished because of chemical agriculture that you're not getting what you used to get from a carrot. And you do have to eat more to get the exact same amount of nutrients, which is an amazing thing. And guess what? We're getting heavy. I mean, one theory of obesity is that people are overeating to get the nutrients they need, the micronutrients, the minerals.
The phytonutrients.
Phytonutrients. And until, you know, your body knows when it's not getting something, and it will keep eating till it gets it. And so there's a chemist at Berkeley who believes this is what's driving obesity, is the lack of nutrient density in the food we're eating. So we eat more till we get the nutrients. I mean, you know, your animals do that.
Which is pay more, eat less.
Yeah.
We're back.
Well, did you learn anything from this?
Well, yeah, I don't know how to find out what state my carrots were raised
Yeah.
in.
That's the trouble. You don't know.
Does it say in the package? Like on blueberries, it'll say where they're from. Michigan
Some of them
blueberry.
do, yeah.
Well, you do know if you're going to your local farmer's market.
Right. Which we're gonna be talking about.
Illinois has good soil,
Well,
in part.
you know, we've grown corn and soybeans for so long.
Could have depleted those.
It could have. I mean, it depends on the farmer, how he arranges his fields and rotates the crops or whatever they need to do. I don't know. I'm not up on farming, but I know you can replenish it with natural plants. Well, so the next question is, how do you get some nutritious food? And would you mind passing these out? Norma? So we have 3 suggestions. One is a SNAP program. Second is vouchers for farmers market. And the third is Top Box. We'll be talking about each separately. If you are interested in the SNAP program, I don't know if they have organic or not organic. As I said, we put this together rather at the last minute. But if you wonder what SNAP stands for, it stands for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. And it's administered by the Illinois Department of Human Services. And in your handout, there's a website. Oh, you're ahead of me a little bit. Okay, it's an interactive worksheet where you fill in your information and they calculate your eligibility. Generally, the incomes are, as you can see up there, like for a single person is $1,255 a month to qualify. And they will check your income, by the way, through Equifax to verify your calculations. But at least you're getting, if you're very low income and you need help getting nutrition, this is one way to do it.
At the time, no.
Yeah. In Illinois, the amount of SNAP food stamps benefits you receive depends on your household size and income.
Mm-hmm.
The maximum amount of SNAP is $292 a month.
Oh, no matter what size family?
No, for one. If you have, for instance, 4 people, it's $975. And there's things that you can buy, but among the staple foods are right at the top: fruits and vegetables, meat, poultry, fish products, breads and cereals. What you can't buy is alcohol, tobacco, vitamins, pet food, cleaning supplies, and that sort of thing. Now, if you qualify, or if you know somebody who does qualify, maybe it's not for you personally, but maybe you know somebody who does qualify and should be part of the program. The Greater Chicago Food Depository's website has a very helpful link on how you apply, what you need, and they'll help even have a in-person help person there to help you with it. So that's for general food. Now there's the farmer's market. And if you go to the farmer's market, their produce is probably a little higher than you might find at Jewel. On the other hand, for farmer's market. And you may not know, they have a program of vouchers. The Greater Chicago Food Depository can also help you with that, which would be very helpful for the nutrition part, because you find things at the farmer's market you don't find at Jewel. You know it's fresh. You know it just came out of the ground probably the day before or 2 days ago. So it's very fresh. And hopefully, if you go to the farmer's market that's in Lincoln Park, it's run by the, what was the program we had 2 meetings ago?
Green City Market.
Green City Market. And they are organic farmers in that participate in that market. So that's a place where you can get organic vegetables. If you want to get the coupons, they're valid from July through October. However, you need to apply now because it takes at least 30 days for them to process your application. And once again, you can go to the Chicago Food Depository for help with applying for the vouchers as well. And the qualifications are a little different for the farmer's market. You want to go to the next slide? The income levels are higher than for the SNAP program. And you want to go to the next program? And the next one? Yeah. For a single person, it's $2,322 per month income to the maximum for being able to qualify. So even if you don't qualify, go to the farmer's market and get your fresh organic vegetables there. The vouchers come in $10 denominations, and the vendors cannot give you change from the voucher. So try to make a purchase that comes up to the $10 or close to it to get the most for your money.
The farmers markets will do 2 for 1 or 3 for 1. So that, so say you buy, if you buy points from them, and say you give them $20 off your snack card, they'll give you $60 worth of.
Wow.
So you actually, they try to encourage people on that trip to come and benefits to come by making your value expand. So,
Do they do that through the whole farmer's market or only at the end of the farmer's market?
so I know that Rogers is 3 for 1. And I think the one in Anderson goes 2 for 1.
So those are 2 ways that you can access good nutrition. And Dan was responsible for researching Top Box, which you may have heard of Top Box before. If not, it was run by the Kennedy family. I don't know if it still is, but it's located in the Merchandise Mart. And here's a little video on Top Box.
This is Top Box Foods, a nonprofit that delivers fresh, healthy food straight to the doorsteps of our communities. Back in 2012, our founders saw a gap between grocery stores and food banks, between people and the nourishing food we all need. So we got to work, and together we've distributed millions of food boxes to hundreds of thousands of homes. How do we do it? First, we work with our community partners to plan, source, and curate food boxes that meet their initiative's goals. Next, our warehouse team sorts and packages each of those boxes by hand. And our drivers and volunteers bring it all home with our favorite and final part, delivery. Ready to get started? Become a Top Box partner today to connect more people with good food. Or you can shop fresh groceries for yourself online with Top Box Market, because we believe that better ingredients build healthier communities, and the potential of a big meal is endless. So join us in improving access to healthy food, one box at a time.
So has anybody, I don't know if I got any reaction, did anybody ever order through Top Box? Because it's been in business a long time. Yeah. And
There can be a qualification.
well, that's what I was going to find out. So if you're interested in that kind of service where they deliver it right to you, you should go to Top Box on the internet and check it out. Okay,
Anybody else?
did we have another question?
No.
Okay, unfortunately, it's a shorter presentation than we were expecting, and just as an aside, for those who were very interested in seeing the search and rescue dogs, we're trying to see if we can do another location for that presentation.
Oh, that would be great.
I think the most convenient, if it would work out, is the police station right down the street. But for those of you who saw the original flyer, we were going to have a demonstration of the Cook County Sheriff's K-9 unit do their search and rescue demonstration. And I was expecting someone to drop off some brochures for us about a special program that they have. If you are, or if you know somebody who is apt to walk out of the house and wander and not know where they are and get lost, they have a program where you can give them that person's garment or something that's infused with their smell and register with the unit, and they will keep that garment. Should that person ever get lost, they can right away pull that garment out, show the dog, and tell them where the person last was, and the dog will find the person.
That's why I thought this was a timely topic for this group.
Well, yeah, that's what's our original thought. And so if the person does bring the brochures in the near future, I will bring them here. And if you would like to have one, just give me your email, let me know that you want one, and I'll email you brochure.